Hey everybody, this is my career presentation. My family members are going to be answering some questions about acting while I'm in the back filming them and giving them some advice on their answers. So here's my career presentation.
I started out acting when I was really little, so I would do a lot of community plays.
So I've been acting for a couple years. I've done a couple of stage things, but mostly I work in film and I make short films.
I have been acting for as long as I can remember. I honestly can't tell you when I started acting because I think I was so young.
The average salary for actors really depends on what they do. So if you're a community actor, say like in a community theater in a small town, you might not make much money at all.
The average salary of an actor really depends on, one, their skill set, two, their reputation or their experience, and the department they're in. So while film actors could make like $50,000 to multi-millions for each show or for each movie they do, stage actors generally max out around $500,000.
Well, that's a very interesting question because it can really vary depending on whether or not you're a stage actor or a screen actor. For screen actors, you start from the very bottom of a salary minimum wage and you can get up to millions per episode that you shoot or per movie. When stage acting, if you're an on-Broadway actor, you're talking about a minimum of around $2,000 a week.
My favorite thing about acting is getting to pretend like I'm someone else. I really, really love putting on clothes and makeup and the persona of being able to pretend like I am not myself.
My favorite thing about acting is being able to be somebody else, because I'm personally really shy, but when I'm portraying a different character, I'm able to become that character, and that character is probably somebody that I'm not, and so I get to see different kinds of lives that I could have had.
Everything. I don't even know. It's just so much fun to transform into a different character, to be somebody that you're not, and just you fall in love with that character and you get to experience what it would be like to be someone else.
As an actor, you could get formal education. A lot of actors do go to acting schools or theater schools. Some people will get degrees in acting and theater. A lot of Hollywood actors will have degrees in theater and acting, performing arts and improv and all those kind of things that they can do to get a better education. But some actors really just have a talent.
An actor doesn't really have to go to school, but it is recommended. There's a lot of film schools and acting schools and theater schools that teach a lot of the basic skill sets and help you achieve your dreams.
You're not technically required to have any education to be an actor, but it is highly recommended. If a casting director were to look at somebody who doesn't have a degree and somebody who has a degree or even a minor in theater, they're probably going to choose that person.
The kind of skills that you need to be an actor really varies depending on what role. I've heard of some actors who need to do sword fighting, taking sword fighting classes.
The skill sets an actor needs really depends on the type of acting they're doing. So stage acting, you need to be able to really connect with an audience and do something in front of them that they'll be able to watch and feel, and you need to be able to really draw them in and talk to them. But film acting, you have a camera in front of you. You need to be able to not look like you're in front of a camera, but you also need to make your character believable because you are that character.
Good memorization is another skill that you should have when you're an actor. A lot of times they have to memorize their script, and personally I'm not really good at memorizing, so that's a skill that you would need to learn.
You need to be comfortable on stage. You need to have a good stage presence. You need to be able to move correctly. If you want to be in musicals, you do need to sing. You should probably get some education in dance and just be outgoing.
Acting has been around for centuries. It's not just something that we started in Hollywood or television or soap operas. Acting has been around in long time ago, in the Greek times.
My final thought about acting is that it's a really hard thing to do. A lot of people think it's very easy, but there's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot of practice, and it's not all a piece of cake. Like, people spend years training, and they are really talented, and not anybody can do that.
I love acting. It is so much fun. It brings so much joy, and it's just an amazing experience to get to transform. It's amazing.
Theater is a really important part of humanity.